DeAndre Arnold, the Texas teen who was not only suspended but is now prevented from walking at his graduation. And we've been calling. I sent an email to the principal. A lot of people did. It's like this: you change your hair policy midstream, and now boys cannot wear their hair below their ears, even if pinned up. Even if pinned up, it's ridiculous. You change the rules. And last week, his cousin, Caden Bradford, 16 years old, sophomore, also got suspended. Well, yesterday, Ellen, was it this morning? Did she have one today? One of these 2 days. Ellen DeGeneres brought him on the show. So I'm going to play a clip from it. Go ahead, play the clip.
All right, well, I'm so happy to surprise you. And I want to tell you that I couldn't believe the story when I heard it. And I'm super proud of you for standing up for what you know is right. And I know that the school needs to do the right thing. And me and Ellen, we called our friends at Shetterfly because we know that you're a special person and you're destined for already such greatness. And we wanted to support that greatness and invest in that greatness. And so we wanted to present you with a check for $20,000.
Okay, so...
Well, that'll pay for a half a semester of books.
I was just...
Did I step on your joke?
No, I don't have a joke. I think this is dead serious.
I actually stepped on mine. I said that
was
before you
Smith
came
said
in.
it. Yeah. And this is the Mount Bellevue, which sounds like a hospital somewhere. Bellevue. I think that's how you say that. Bellevue. I don't know. That's where he is in Texas. $20,000, really, Ellen and Alicia Keys. For the record, Ellen.
And Shetterfly?
And Shetterfly. All three of y'all could only come up with 20. You just said the man is going to go to college longer than a doctor.
And it's Shetterfly's 20th anniversary, so I think that's why it's on the...
20,000. But they should have said, in addition to the 20,000 at Shetterfly, Ellen, who's worth $490 million, is going to kick in your whole entire college thing. And then, woo! And then I am married to Swiss Beats, and combined, we are worth $100 million. I'm going to double it. That's what all right. I think it's nice.
And for your cousin.
For your cousin, who is also suspended and probably won't be able to graduate ever because he's 16. This kid has already basically graduated. He just won't be allowed to walk. Y'all, really, Ellen? And y'all did this on TV, and you thought... I mean,
Well, you know what they normally do? She does the $10,000 thing where she gives people randomly $10,000 that need it. And I always thought that was weird because $10,000, that helps. I know it's more than zero, but, when I see that, I'm like, that's like several months of student loan payments, and I'm back to where I started.
Right, because
you just bought me
have a hefty student loan.
$207 right now.
$207,000 outstanding, and you didn't go to medical school.
Nope, law school. Law school, very official.
All right,
look where it got me, guys.
Yep, look at you sitting here every Thursday. I don't know, you got to do better. But shout out to Ellen for having him on and bringing light because she's great. Her platform is great. I know because of her, she really highlighted the Westside High School principal who had to, put laundry, washers and dryers in his school because the kids were being bullied because they couldn't wash their clothes, and that brought in a lot of donations. Oprah ended up showing up. Maybe Oprah will show up this time. Maybe Robert Smith III, maybe Ellen's, but seriously though, you and Alicia Keys and Shetterfly, $20,000. I mean, it's something, but come on.
Well, one just to play devil's advocate for a moment here.
We don't play with the devil.
We don't play with the devil? Well, many
I
people
know
think
you do.
I do.
You
yes.
do. Go do what you do. See, I'm not here.
The devil. I'm here to play. But if you think about the media costs of how much that airtime would be, or Alicia Keys even making one Instagram post. I mean, it is a lot of money if you look at it that way, of the space. But I don't even buy that argument for myself, but that is one way to look at it.
All right, and I shouldn't be in anybody's pockets because who am I, sitting here?
Yeah, why aren't you giving some money?
I told Smiz, I said I would do it.
What would you give?
I would have given him the $20,000 if that was the standard.
That's it?
I'm not worth $400 million or $100 million or $10 million. I'm not in that category.
But
Sorry.
you would have given $20,000 by yourself.
By myself.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the kid is going to college.
I would have posted, told my mom.
You would have raised a Kickfunder Kickstarter
video.
Look at this. So there's that. That's crazy. Also, the deadly virus. I'm hesitant to talk about it. What, you want to still talk about the hair?
Well, I was just gonna say, just one last thing. what possesses a school to do something like this? Like, where is the impetus? What is the motivation behind something like this? I don't even understand the rationale. I mean, I know on its face it is very clearly a racially prejudiced type of move.
So,
but like,
okay,
what
so
is
let's
the
walk down
story?
that. Let's walk
What is
down
the
that
story?
866-801-8255. And Ellen brought up a good point in her discussion with him. She said, "Are there any girls at this school?"
Yeah.
Because clearly the girls' hair is below the ear. Why just the boys? Why are we just singling out the boys' hair below the ear, right?
Yeah.
It's okay for girls to have their hair below their ears. What about the non-binary folk? How do we determine who's identifying with? This is a power play. And most racism is about power. It's about control over other people's movements and their bodies. And it's hearkening back to a time when you want people to capitulate and bend a knee, yield to my whims. And hair is such to me, a political statement on so many levels. This kid's hair actually is literally a cultural expression from his culture. He's Trinidadian, his cousin's Trinidadian. And the hair is very neat. It was very well edged up, and they had it. I mean, it wasn't like just a Nazi dread situation at all. And even if it were, that's religious.
Mm-hmm.
We don't tell Jewish people to not wear their payas, right? Or is it
or the yarmulke,
but the payas or the curls.
The curls.
You know, you see the Sikhs, and they have their hair and the turbans, and it's all.
And the hair is extremely long.
It is extremely long,
Yeah.
right? So if in that case they couldn't wear their hair, because if their hair were let down, it would be down to their butt, right?
Or a beard. Or if they have a
beard, right? Which biblically, you're not supposed to cut in this area, right? So I'm just like, you ask a question that I think fundamentally everyone should ask themselves, like, you know, your job as an educator is to educate these children. How is the way that they're wearing their hair, how does that impact your ability to be able to teach them? Yeah. Clearly, this kid is very, very smart.
Well, he's being taught a certain lesson about life and the realities.
And is that a lesson that we want to teach the kids, that the way you present in the world is not okay? Yeah. That there's something wrong with it.
It's
that
terrible.
You have to, you know, I can see this is not even a school where they wear uniforms, is it? Do they wear uniforms too? 866-801-8255. Now, so if I'm paying, you know, because I went to Catholic school, so we had to wear uniforms, and the skirts had to be a certain length, and your socks had to be a certain length, and you had to wear a certain kind of shoe, certain kind of collar. Those are the rules. You know, you're signing up and you're paying to go there. This is a public school, if I'm not mistaken, and kids are showing up to be educated. Educate them. That they're not capitulating tells me it's a power play. Because everybody from Gabrielle Union and everybody's tweeting about it. Everybody has rung in on it, and they've said this is ridiculous. Even Alicia Keys, and everyone looked in the camera and said, "Stop! Why are you doing this?" And I emailed. I didn't get an email back from the principal. I emailed him.
Not even in like an out of office reply.
Nothing.
No.
Got nothing. So
I think it's sad. I guess my thing was like, what is even the remote like obfuscation of a narrative that they're trying to portray? You know, it's like,
walk it through. Since you play devil's advocate, what do you think it might be?
I
Seena
honestly,
Ghaznavi?
I think it's like, I can't imagine what a principal could say to be like, well, we just want to have a uniform decorum among our students, and what that is just basically like, we want all the students to be white. We want. It's like there's no other read.
It's not racial. It's hair length.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Why would you know?
And I think because we've talked about this before, the association with dreadlocks, with thug life. First of all, you don't live in our community, so you don't get to make that determination that children with dreadlocks, children with locks, that somehow they're doing criminal activity, because people do criminal activity look in many different sort of ways, right? So I'm disgusted. Yeah. I'm also, I've asked this question a lot, sending our children into these burning buildings. You know, if a kid doesn't have a certain mettle, a certain kind of fortitude, it could destroy a child. Yeah. To go through and have to contemplate your existence and not being quite right.
Even all this attention for this young man has got to be extraordinarily difficult. Yeah. Even if the positive support, it's something that's...
It's a lot. He didn't sign up for that.
This is traumatic. It's definitely traumatic.
Send him to school. Let him go to school and give him more than $20,000. That's all I'm saying. He wants to be a vet.
He doesn't want to be like a lawyer or a hedge fund guy.
Basketball
He's like,
player.
I want to work with animals.
Right.
It's like the heart on this kid is huge.
Let's take Naomi in Maryland. Hey.
Hi, Karen. Hi, team. How are you guys?
Hi. Hey. How you doing?
So I just wanted to make a comment regarding Ellen and Alicia Keys giving the money. I think we need to be careful when we suggest that they should give more money. They may actually have given money, but they only put maybe $20,000 on TV. So a lot of people don't go in with an expectation that they should be getting more than $10,000 or $20,000.
It's a very good argument.
That is a great argument, and I sit corrected. I'm certain that Ellen, with $490 million in net worth, definitely gave this young man more than $20,000.
Let's edit the beginning of the show,
yes,
please.
let's take all that out. Let me apologize publicly to Ellen for saying that, because I just.
But it is a good argument, though. I mean, people. Jay-Z was doing that secretly. He was, getting bail posted for a lot of people secretly for years, and now he's, doing whatever he's doing now. But that's a different story.
Right.
But people do things in secret.
They do, and they should. Most things should be done in the dark.
I always make my
but
donations
that it was
anonymous.
done in the light, though.
Very big light.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Lots of lights.
And all she had to say was, I've also given personally, because I want to make sure this young man gets. She didn't have to give an amount or anything. Alicia and I have come together, and we've make sure that he doesn't have to pay a single dime for college. That's all they had to say.
I don't think
Maybe.
$20K would cover, like, room and board for the year.
No, it wouldn't. It depends on the school, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.